All right, let's see. We got Namorous. We got Crocolore. Oh my goodness. No Scizor, no Lycanroc. That's super interesting. Okay. So thank God I ran. Please tell me I put huge power in. Okay, I did put huge power in. That's very, very useful for us. I originally had a Sap Super build with Belly Drum, and Crocolore kind of just defeats the purpose of that. So I think what I'm going to do is... God, I think what I want to do is go out into this. I feel like I have some good answers otherwise. So I'm going to do that. I've had a lot of time to think about this matchup, and frankly, I really haven't wanted to think about this matchup at all, because it's so back and forth with Lycanroc, with Scizor that was also on the team. So very interesting to see Crocolore show up, and Sneasler as well. Good luck, have fun to John. And oh my goodness, I'm so nervous, I'm so tense. I am really fighting to get back to 2-2 here. So hopefully we can make that work, and we'll see. Eloise, that is the Jolteon. Okay, so Azu's gonna come out. Oh boy. This is a very peculiar matchup, but honestly, I feel like Liquidating looks really, really nice here. Perhaps a Play Rough as well, because I really don't have any options for something like this. I really don't. I should be able to eat one for sure. So what I'm going to do here is click Play Rough. Let's see it. Baton Pass. Oh shit! I stayed in. Yep, I stayed in. What are you going into? Let's see. It could be the Rillaboom. That could be insane for us. Garfield, that's the cat? There's not a cat on that team. Okay, we do land the Play Rough. That's not going to do a whole lot, to be honest. I feel like this can just be max HP. So that is an option. And it's Helmet. That is really interesting as well, to be honest. I'm just gonna use this as a chance to go out into my fortress. If they U-turn, then they U-turn. I should be able to just go back to full, and then I can maybe like Iron Head or something like that. U-turn comes out. That should be okay, and that should mean that I go right back. The crit, okay, if this actually doesn't put me right back at full, that's gonna really fucking suck. I'm just gonna say that much. Because there's a whole ass Enamorous there. There's a lot that these mods can really do. So, it's a little concerning. FFF, that is the Enamorous, surely. What? That's this guy. Also, that didn't put me... Bro. Okay. I am going to have to go out into this. And I think what I want to do is just click Liquidation or something like that. Maybe Barbarage. I think both of those look like pretty decent options. I could also go into this and just Fire Blast. Because what the fuck are you going to do to me? You are a little crocodile. I think I'll just go out into the Quillfish. I don't really need the damage. And if I can get up a T-Spike and Flip Turn, that is going to be money. So I'm going to do that. Fire Spin. Okay, you miss. That's cool. That's cool. I'm going to use this as a chance to get up T-Spikes or Flip Turn. Man, all of these look like such good options. If I Flip Turn, I think I just go straight out into the Chi-Yu. If I Barbarage, and you go into like Rillaboom, that is fine. If you go into Jolteon, that's not the greatest. I can Liquidate as well. I think I'll Flip Turn here. You withdraw, and if you go into Rillaboom, then what I can do is just get up Rocks, because you do not have any... Oh, or I can go straight into Azu. That looks really good as well. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is simply go out into this, heal up, and then I think I'm going to get Rocks up. That actually looks really good here. Ooh, okay. That is a little bit scary. That's a little bit scary to say the least. Well, I had Body Press in this, and I got rid of it for Rocks, which I guess would be nice. Looks like Volt Switch is going to do a fair amount to this, so I'm just going to hit Volt Switch. Use Sword Stance again. Holy moly. But actually, I always have this in the back, so that actually doesn't look half bad. It looks really good against his team, but having Rocks up, I feel like I'm wearing so much stuff down that it's not the worst. And I think I'm just going to click Hornleech here. That will kill. Okay. I figured he'd have some form of priority, but I guess he didn't. And because that U-turn crit last time, what I can just do is go right back out into Fortress, and I can just do the exact same thing. And I've only lost just a smidge of health on the Azu. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep a lot of my mons healthy. I really like sturdy in the back for what he has. And he doesn't also have any hazards. Leech Seed comes out. So that's actually a pretty interesting move. I'm just going to click Volt Switch here, which is really, really nice. I like having all the fast pivots to get into you and stuff like that, but I also love having all these slow pivots like a Quillfish and like the Metal Crusher Fortress. So just being able to get in and get out looks super nice against this team. Protect. Okay, that's fine. So protecting is going to stall us out a little bit, which means that his U-turn is going to be a little bit more potent because we keep our sturdy broken, which sucks, but it is what it is. This will put us, yeah, a little bit below 300. And I'm just going to use this as a chance to get into you, because frankly, there isn't really much of a switch in. Boom. I get to leave, and I get to bring in the Chi-Yu, the big man. So looking at your team's targets, I mean, frankly, the Samurai is dead. That is the switch into a Scarf Chi-Yu. So being able to just click Flamethrower looks really, really nice here. It is a modest Flamethrower as well. It outspeeds anything that is not Scarf, and so it can basically take anything out, no problem. So the goal is to just keep this thing healthy enough to live a Grassy Surge, or a Grassy Glide. Oh my goodness, I'm still nervous. We're up by a lot, but I'm still very, very nervous. We did some good damage. You can just click Slack Off. That is a move that you can click, and Quillfish is a mon that I can go into. And if you try to make the double, you just don't have a Flamethrower switch in anymore, so I'm fine with that as well. I can get up a Liquidation, I can do a lot of different things here. I can get up a Bar Barrage, I can get some other stuff going. So I'm cool with pretty much anything. And I think what I want to do is just get up T-Spikes, to be honest, and just put pressure on stuff. But at the same time, like, everything's basically chipped, so maybe just Bar Barraging is fine, or Flip Turning. I could just Flip Turn into Chi-Yu, frankly. Flip Turn. Azu honestly looks pretty darn good here. So I think I'll do that, and then I can just Liquidate. Nah, I think I'll just go into this. Are you gonna Willow? Ooh, cheeky, cheeky. Okay. So we still outspeed, and we still basically hurt a lot of stuff, which I'm okay with. If you do go into the Rillaboom, that's fine. I don't really have much of a reason to keep the Azu around in that case, so it's not the biggest issue. We have answers in the back to pretty much everything, so it's not that big of a deal to lose some health to this. Yeah, I think I'll just click Ice Spinner here. If you want to Grassy Glide or do anything, that's fine. Just keeping you at low is going to be pretty good, and it's going to mean that I can just bring Chi-Yu in and start getting some kills with that mon. Leech Seed comes out, you miss. It happens to everybody, I'll say that much. And Ice Spinner comes out, doesn't do a whole lot. At this point, it's just about cleaning up what's in the back. There's a lot of things that I can do at this point. What's actually really nice is if the Enamorus is Scarf, then it can't kill my Chi-Yu at full. And if it is not Scarf, then I should just be able to kill it with a Flamethrower. So we can potentially clean up here super easily. It's just a matter of what I want to do in the mid game. So Eloise is going to come out, and this thing could potentially set up a little bit. But at the same time, I do have a Sturdymon in the back, and that does so much. That's an Ice Spinner with a burn. So there's basically not a chance that this mon's going to be able to do a whole lot to me. I'm just going to click Liquidation here, just to try and get some extra chip. And whatever happens, happens. Rain Dance! That is sick. And that's actually just going to boost my guy even more. So I'm just going to click Liquidation here. I really don't mind. The issue becomes me not being able to click Scarf Flamethrower as effectively. Dark Pulse is really good. Don't get me wrong. It is very, very good. That being said, I'm going to need a little bit of chip on that Enamorus. I'm going to click Aqua Jet here. If you try to like superpower or anything like that, I still have stuff in the back to be able to take stuff on. Cute Charm, okay. Earth Power comes out. Okay. So there are a couple of different things that can happen here. So you can be Scarf, and I can just kill with this. You can be Specs, and that's fine. I think either way, just going into the Electrode looks really, really nice here for an endgame. The one thing that I need to be able to do here is not Terra. I cannot Terra, which is fine. I frankly don't need to Terra. But Volt Switch looks really, really good against this team. So if you are Scarf, which you are, you deal a fair bit. But I am able to get a Volt Switch. I thought something was going to happen there. That Volt Switch, it took a while for Electrode to charge up. But you know what? That's okay. We trust in the Electrode. We trust in the ball. Because you know what? We're kind of balling right now. Now the question is, what do I want to bring? And I think the one that loses me the least is probably this. And if they go into something that I don't like, I can just leave. So if it's something like the Rillaboom that comes out, then all I have to do is head out into a different Pokemon. Garfield comes out. Exactly. So if the Rillaboom comes out, I don't need to take this Rocky Helmet chip. All I have to do is just go out into my fortress, and I can just Volt Switch and bring in Chi-Yu. I think what I'll do from here is just go click Iron Head. Not going to think about it too much. Leech Seed comes out. Okay. Iron Head comes out. We're going to do some decent damage. And from here, what I need to do is keep Sneasler from setting up. That's the big, big thing. Sneasler's going to come out. Okay, here we go. This is the game. Is Grassy Seed going to pop? That's pretty cool. Folks, this is why we have counter. This is why we have counter on our Ogre Pond. So all I have to do from here is just click Volt Switch. Fire Punch comes out. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. At this point, I'm just going to keep liquidating until it is my time. Yeah, I think I just do this. Dire Claw comes out. We are Covert Cloak. Do you not have SD? We do some good damage too, so that's fine. Dire Claw comes out again. Again, we are Covert Cloak, so it's not going to do too much to us. This was just simply put our Sneasler check and our Scizor check, and I think it did both really, really well. So just being able to do that looks really, really nice. I think it'd be like SD, Dire Claw, CC, and I don't know, SD, Dire Claw, CC, Shadow Claw or something like that. And I think like four of these Dire Claws probably shows it to John that it is Covert Cloak. Or really bad luck. But we are the Covert Cloak. It was meant to take on a Dire Claw Sneasler. So that is going to be the game. GG's to John. That should pretty much be it. Yeah. And we are 2-2, which is really nice. We get a 4-0 if I'm not mistaken. And that's actually going to put us at 2-2 even, which is really, really big, especially being 0-2 -8. We're kind of having like a WPF light comeback to this season, but obviously can't really go too much into the details with everything else, because you never know what's going to happen week 5 through playoffs if we even get there. But GG's to John again. Very interesting team, and it's very... I really don't like playing these like super hyper offensive games, but in the end, it worked out for us. And I think just being able to pivot and just the team that we have centered around Chi-Yu is really, really nice. So with that being said, that's going to be week 4, 2-2 +0. I will see you guys against Tone for week 5. Peace.